What if I told you that the universe is preparing something extraordinary specifically for you? While you watch this video right now, cosmic energies are plotting a perfect plan. For those born under the sign of Leo, the coming times promise 10 profound changes that will turn your life upside down. And when I say upside down, I mean it in the best possible way. You know that feeling that something big is about to happen? That nervous feeling, that intuition that won't leave you alone? Well, that's exactly what the cosmos is signaling to Leos right now. It's no coincidence that you've arrived here today. The universe has mysterious ways of putting the right people in the right places at the right time. And you, my dear Leo, are about to discover exactly what these 10 transformations are that are already in motion. Perhaps lately you've felt that your life is a bit stagnant, that things aren't flowing like before. Or maybe you've already noticed some strange signs, coincidences that seem to happen with impressive frequency. All of this is part of a bigger plan. The stars are aligning in a way that only happens once every few decades. And if you stay until the end of this video, you'll understand not only what these changes are, but more importantly, how to prepare to welcome them with open arms. Because ignoring these signs could mean missing out on unique opportunities. Stay with me until the end, because the 10th change is so powerful that it could literally redefine your entire destiny. Change 1. Awakening your true essence. Do you know that mask you've been wearing for years? That version of yourself shaped by the expectations of others, the demands of society, the fears planted in your mind since childhood? Well, that mask is starting to crack. And that's not a problem, it's a blessing in disguise. The universe is preparing a profound awakening within you, Leo. It's as if for years you've lived in a dark room, and now someone is slowly beginning to open the curtains, letting the light in little by little. At first it may be uncomfortable, it may even hurt your eyes a little, but then you realize how much beauty was hidden there. This first change has everything to do with authenticity. You will begin to question things you previously accepted without a second thought. You will look in the mirror and ask yourself, is this person I see really me? Or is it someone I built to please others? And the answer will come, you can be sure. Many Leos will go through moments of deep introspection in the coming times. You may feel like being alone more, getting away a little from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. This isn't isolation, it's reconnection. You're returning home to yourself. And in this return, you'll find treasures you never imagined existed. Dormant talents, forgotten dreams, desires buried under layers and layers of responsibilities and obligations. All of this will begin to surface. The process may be confusing at first. You may feel lost, as if you no longer know who you are. But take a deep breath. This confusion is temporary and necessary. It's like a snake shedding its skin. During the shedding, it's vulnerable, a little awkward. But afterwards it emerges renewed, stronger, brighter. Leo energy is naturally linked to the heart, to generosity, to inner light. But often this light has been extinguished, diminished by people who felt threatened by its brilliance. Now is the time for you to rekindle that flame, and it will return more intense than ever. Prepare to fall in love with yourself again. Not selfishly, but in a healthy and necessary way. You will look at your qualities and finally recognize how special you are. You will stop comparing yourself to others and start celebrating your own journey, your own pace, your own achievements. Change 2. Relationships will be filtered with divine wisdom. The universe is preparing a deep cleansing of your social circle. And when I say cleansing, I mean a complete transformation in your relationships. People who were in your life out of habit, convenience, or simply because you were afraid of being alone, will begin to naturally drift away. And look, this may hurt at first. It may seem like rejection, abandonment, but in reality, it's divine protection. Imagine your life as a garden. For years you watered all the plants without distinction, even those that didn't bear fruit, that only took up space and sucked nutrients from the soil. Now the cosmic gardener has arrived and will do a necessary pruning. He will remove what no longer serves, what doesn't grow, what doesn't contribute. And in its place he will plant new seeds of relationships that truly make sense for who you are becoming. You will realize that some friendships were actually toxic. People who disguised criticism as advice, who diminished your achievements with seemingly innocent comments, who drained your energy whenever you met. These people will simply disappear from your life, or you will feel an inner force pushing you away from them. And that's okay. More than okay, it's perfect. Because for new things to enter, space needs to be made. In the realm of love, there's also a big change coming. If you're in a relationship that doesn't make you happy, that doesn't respect you, that doesn't value who you are, get ready. Either that relationship will undergo a profound transformation, where both of you grow together, or it will end for good. It may seem scary, but think about it this way. Is it worth continuing in something that makes you unhappy just out of fear of the new? The universe is also bringing new people into your life. People who vibrate at the same frequency as you. People who will inspire you, truly support you, make you laugh, make you feel alive. And if you're single, get ready. Someone special is being prepared to cross your path. Someone who will see your light and won't try to extinguish it. Someone who will admire you exactly for who you are, without wanting to change or mold you. But pay attention, Leo. For the right people to come into your life, you need to make space. You need to let go of what no longer serves you. You need to trust the process. I know it's difficult. I know it's scary. But the universe would never give you this opportunity for cleansing if it didn't know you were ready for it. Trust. Change 3. Financial prosperity will begin to flow in unexpected ways. Prepare your wallet and your mind because money will start flowing in ways you never imagined. And I'm not talking about winning the lottery out of nowhere, although that's also possible. I'm talking about real, concrete opportunities that will appear as if by magic. But it's not magic, it's energetic alignment. For a long time, you may have struggled with financial difficulties, worked hard and seen little result, saved, sacrificed, and yet money seemed to slip through your fingers. This happens because there is an energetic blockage related to abundance. And this blockage is being removed now. It's as if a dam that was preventing the river from flowing is finally being opened. The dammed water will gush forth with force. You will receive job offers you weren't even looking for. That extra income opportunity that fits perfectly into your routine will appear. Someone will recommend you for something lucrative. A talent of yours that you didn't value so much will start generating money. All of these are signs that the energy of prosperity is being activated in your life. But there's an important detail here. The universe will test your relationship with money. It's no use having money if you continue with a scarcity mindset, afraid to spend, and guilty about having it. You need to learn to receive without guilt. You need to understand that being prosperous isn't wrong, it isn't superficial, it isn't a sin. On the contrary, when you are financially well off, you can help more people, fulfill more dreams, and live more peacefully. Many Leos carry a limiting belief that money is dirty, that rich people are bad. This belief was planted long ago, perhaps by your family, your upbringing, or your religion. And now it's time to uproot this weed from your mind. Money is energy. And energy is neither good nor bad. It depends on what you do with it. So when opportunities start to appear, don't sabotage them. Don't make excuses. Don't be afraid. Grab them with both hands and be grateful. Gratitude is the most powerful magnet to attract even more abundance. The more you are grateful for what you have, even if it's little, the more the universe sends you. It's a cosmic law. If you're enjoying these revelations about the future of Leos, I need to ask you something. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. That way you won't miss any content that could change your life. And tell me in the comments where you're watching from. Which city, which country. I love knowing that these messages are reaching Leos all over the world. And if these words are touching your heart, if you feel this makes sense for your life, consider supporting this channel. By becoming a subscriber, you help me continue bringing you this content that makes a difference. But only do it if you truly feel it in your heart. No pressure, okay? Now let's continue because there's still much more powerful change coming your way. Change 4. Your physical and mental health will gain absolute priority. The body speaks. And it's been trying to talk to you for a long time, but you weren't listening. That back pain you ignore. That tiredness that won't go away. That anxiety that suddenly tightens your chest. All of these are messages. And the universe is increasing the volume of these messages because it's time for you to take care of yourself. The coming times will bring a profound awareness of health. You will begin to realize how much you have neglected yourself. How many times you ate poorly because you were in a hurry. How many nights you slept poorly because of worry. How many days you spent without moving properly. And this realization isn't meant to make you feel guilty. It's meant to make you act. Many Leos will feel a strong calling to change habits. You might wake up one day and simply no longer want to eat what you always ate. Or you might feel an inexplicable urge to start exercising. Or you might seek professional help to take care of your mind, something you may have always avoided. These are divine impulses. Your higher self is nudging you. Mental health will be especially important at this stage. Anxiety, depression, emotional exhaustion. Many people are going through this. And there's nothing wrong with admitting you need help. On the contrary, recognizing your own vulnerability is a sign of strength, not weakness. The universe will put the right professionals, the right therapies, the right information in your path. You will read something that will make perfect sense. You will talk to someone who will truly understand you. You will discover self-care techniques that will completely change your routine. Your body is the temple of your soul. If that temple is messy, dirty, neglected, how do you expect to live fully? Imagine having your dream car but never maintaining it, never changing the oil, never cleaning it. At some point it will stop working. It's the same with your body. And the good news is that it's never too late to start. It doesn't matter how old you are, or what your current state of health is. There's always room for improvement. There's always room to take a step in the right direction. And the first step is the decision. Deciding that you deserve to feel good. That you deserve to have energy. That you deserve to live, not just survive. Another important change is that you will begin to set boundaries. You will learn to say no. You'll understand that you don't need to be available to everyone all the time. That taking care of yourself isn't selfishness, it's a necessity. And when you start prioritizing yourself, everything changes. Your mood improves. Your relationships improve. Your work improves. Because you're operating from a place of fulfillment, not emptiness. Change 5. Hidden talents will emerge in full force. Within you lies an artist, a creator, a talent waiting to be discovered. Perhaps you already know what it is, but you've never had the courage to develop it. Or perhaps you don't even imagine you possess this ability. In any case, it will reveal itself now. The universe is removing the blocks that prevented your creativity from flowing. And creativity isn't just about painting pictures or playing instruments. Creativity is about solving problems in innovative ways. It's about seeing the world with different eyes. It's about expressing who you are in a unique way. For Leos, this is especially important because you were born to shine. You were born to be in the center, to be seen, to inspire others. But many people have spent their entire lives hiding their light for fear of judgment. For fear of being called show-off, conceited, pretentious. And this fear has stifled their talents. Now the block is being released. You will feel an immense desire to create something. It could be writing that book you've always wanted to. It could be starting to record videos. It could be learning that instrument. It could be developing a manual skill. It could be anything. The important thing is not to ignore this calling. Because when you use your talents, you connect with purpose. And purpose is what gives meaning to life. Some Leos will discover they are good at public speaking. That they have a knack for teaching. That they can motivate people. Some Leos will discover a talent for business. For selling, for entrepreneurship. Some Leos will discover incredible artistic sensitivity. And the best part is that these talents will start to generate results. Not just personal satisfaction, but concrete results. It could be recognition, it could be money, it could be new opportunities. Sometimes all at once. But there's a catch here. Talent without work doesn't bear fruit. It's no use discovering you're good at something and waiting for things to happen on their own. You need to practice, you need to develop, you need to dedicate time and energy. The universe opens doors, but you need to walk through them. Another important thing. Don't compare your talent to others. Each person has their own brilliance. You don't need to be the best in the world at it. You just need to be authentic. Do it your way. Put your personal stamp on it. Because the unique combination of who you are and what you do is something no one can copy. So allow yourself to experiment. Allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to learn. The path isn't linear. You'll have days when you feel inspired and days when you want to give up. But keep going. Because on the other side of this journey there's a version of you that you can't even imagine how incredible it is. Change 6. Travel opportunities and expanding horizons. Pack your bags, Leo, because the world is calling you. And it doesn't have to be a literal trip, although many of you will actually be traveling more. I'm talking about expanding your horizons in every sense. Getting to know new places, new cultures, different people. Stepping outside your bubble. Leaving your comfort zone. Seeing that there's a huge universe beyond that little piece, you know. The universe is opening paths for you to explore. It could be an unexpected work trip. Could be an invitation from friends. Could be a study opportunity in another place. It could simply be an irresistible urge to visit that destination you've always dreamed of. Whatever it is, don't let it pass you by. Because traveling isn't just about taking pretty pictures. It's about discovering yourself. It's about realizing you can handle yourself in new situations. It's about opening your mind to other ways of living, thinking, and being. And that transforms you. Many Leos have spent their whole lives in the same place, doing the same things, seeing the same people. And that creates an invisible limitation. You start to think that the world is only that the possibilities are only those. But they aren't. The world is vast, full of opportunities, beauty, and experiences waiting for you. And this change isn't just about physical location. It's about mental expansion too. You'll become interested in subjects that never caught your attention before. You'll want to learn new things. You'll seek knowledge almost obsessively. It could be a course, a book, a documentary. Anything that broadens your worldview. This is the universe preparing you for something bigger. Because nobody arrives in a new place remaining the same person. And nobody learns something profound without being transformed by that learning. You are being molded for a future where you need this baggage, this experience, this wisdom. So embrace every opportunity for growth. If a chance to do something different appears, say yes. Even if it scares you. Especially if it scares you, because it's a sign that it will take you out of your comfort zone. And it's outside the comfort zone that the magic happens. There are Leos who will move to a different city, sometimes even a different country. And if that happens to you, trust it. It may seem crazy, it may seem risky. But the universe doesn't move the pieces without a reason. If this change is being presented, it's because there's a greater purpose behind it. Of course, you need to use common sense. It's not about doing anything reckless. It's about calmly evaluating, weighing the pros and cons, but without letting fear be the only deciding factor. Because many people miss incredible opportunities because of fear. And then they spend the rest of their lives wondering what it would have been like if they had had the courage. Change 7. Vocation and career will take new directions. That job you always thought was for life? It might not be. And that's okay. In fact, it's even liberating. Because the universe is showing you that you weren't born to be trapped in something that doesn't make you happy. Life is too short to spend most of it doing something that drains you, that has no meaning, that only serves to pay bills. The coming times will bring clarity about your true calling. And calling isn't necessarily what you studied. It's not what your family expected you to be. It's what makes your eyes shine. What you would do even for free because it gives you pleasure. What makes time fly by when you do it. Many Leos will receive unexpected professional proposals. Could be a promotion. Could be a change of field. Could be an invitation to start a business. It could finally be the courage to leave that toxic job and start something new. And look, I know it's scary. Financial security is important. But there's a difference between security and imprisonment. If you're in a place just because you're afraid to take risks, even if you're unhappy, that's imprisonment. And you weren't born for this. The universe will give you signs. It will push you. Sometimes gently, sometimes abruptly. Some people will be fired and at first it will seem like a tragedy. But later they will discover that it was the best thing that could have happened, because it opened up space for something much better. Some people will feel increasing discomfort in their current job, until they can't take it anymore and ask to leave. Some people will find their vocation as a hobby, and gradually transform it into a profession. Each path is unique, but they all lead to the same place, fulfillment. And professional fulfillment changes everything. You wake up wanting to work. You feel useful. You see meaning in what you do. And this reflects in all other areas of life. Your mood improves. Your relationships improve. Your health improves. Because you are living in alignment. Now pay attention, Leo. A career change doesn't necessarily mean starting from scratch. Sometimes it's an internal change in the same place. You stay in the same company but in a different role. Or you stay in the same field but with a different approach. The important thing is that you feel you are moving towards what makes you happy, not away from it. And if you're already happy at work, even better. You'll receive recognition. You'll grow. You'll expand. Because the universe rewards those who are in the right place doing the right thing. Change 8. Healing of old traumas will finally happen. Everyone carries scars. Wounds that were opened at some point in life and that we try to pretend don't exist. But they're there. And they influence everything. Your choices, your fears, your relationships, your relationship with money, with success, with love. Everything passes through the filter of these traumas. And the universe has decided that the time has come for you to truly heal. It's no longer about putting on a band-aid. It's about treating the root cause. This healing process can come in many forms. It can be through therapy, where you finally understand where certain behaviors come from. It can be through a relationship that shows you patterns you repeat without realizing it. It can be through a difficult situation that forces you to face what you've always avoided. It's not comfortable. Nobody said it would be. Stirring up old wounds hurts. Reliving painful memories is difficult. But it's necessary. Because as long as you don't face the trauma head-on, it continues to control you behind the scenes. For many Leos, traumas are linked to rejection, to not feeling loved, to feeling like they weren't enough. Perhaps in childhood you didn't receive the attention you needed. Maybe you were compared to your siblings. Maybe you had to be too strong too soon and weren't allowed to be vulnerable. All of this created wounds. And these wounds made you build walls. You closed yourself off. You decided it was better not to need anyone than to risk being disappointed again. But living behind walls isn't living. It's surviving. And you deserve more than that. Healing will allow you to lower those walls little by little. It will allow you to trust again. It will allow you to open up without so much fear. Of course, with wisdom, choosing well who to trust, but at least giving them a chance. You will also realize that you carry guilt that isn't yours. Things that happened and that you wrongly took responsibility for. You will learn to return that guilt to whom it truly belongs. You will learn to forgive. And forgiving doesn't mean forgetting or accepting what was done to you. It means letting go of the weight. It means ceasing to give that person or situation power over your life. It means freeing yourself. There's a profound spiritual work happening here. Old energies being transmuted. Patterns being broken. And the best part is that when you heal yourself, you also heal generations. Because many of these traumas were passed down from father to son, from grandfather to grandson. And when you interrupt this cycle, you are doing a favor not only to yourself but to everyone who comes after you. Change 9. Spiritual connection will be deeply strengthened. You will realize that you are not alone. You never were. There is an entire invisible universe working in your favor. Spiritual guides, angels, ancestors, divine energies. Call them what you will. But they are there. And the connection with this spiritual plane will intensify now. Many Leos will begin to have experiences that they cannot rationally explain. Impressive synchronicities. Very strong intuitions that are confirmed. Premonitory dreams. Sensations of presence. This is not madness. It's not imagination. It's awakening. You are tuning your spiritual antenna. You are learning to pick up signals that have always been sent but you weren't paying attention. And as this connection gets stronger, you will feel a different kind of peace. Even when things are chaotic around you, you have an inner certainty that you are being guided, that you are on the right path, that everything will work out in due time. This faith doesn't necessarily come from religion. Comes from experience. From perceiving in practice that there is something greater orchestrating everything. You will become more interested in spiritual matters. It could be meditation, it could be prayer, it could be studies on spirituality, it could be energy practices. Each person will find the path that makes sense to them. The important thing is that you are opening yourself up. And when you open yourself to the spiritual, your life gains depth. You stop living only on the superficial. You stop worrying so much about material things, although they remain important. But you understand that there is something beyond. That life doesn't end here. That you are much more than this physical body. Many Leos will also develop intuitive abilities. You may begin to feel the energies of environments. To perceive when someone is not well even if they are pretending to be. To have insights into situations without being able to explain where the information came from. Trust in that. Your intuition is your greatest guide. It never errs. What errs is the mind trying to override intuition with logic. And look, you will also go through spiritual tests. Moments where it will seem that God has abandoned you. Where you will pray, ask, plead, and it seems that no one is listening. But they are. Sometimes divine silence is precisely for you to develop true faith. Because faith isn't about believing when everything is going well. It's about believing primarily when things are difficult. It's about trusting even without seeing. It's about knowing there's a greater plan, even when you don't understand it. And when you overcome these tests and come out on the other side, you're no longer the same person. You're stronger, wiser, more connected. Change 10. Legacy and life purpose will become crystal clear. And we arrive at the most important change of all. The one that will completely redefine your destiny. You will discover your purpose. You will understand why you were born. What your mission is on this planet. And when that happens, everything falls into place. Purpose isn't about having a glamorous profession or making a lot of money or becoming famous. Purpose is about contribution. It's about leaving the world a little better than it was when you arrived. It's about using your talents, your experiences, even your pain, to help other people. For Leos, this is especially powerful. Because you were born to lead, to inspire, to illuminate the path of others. And when you assume this role, you shine in a way you never imagined possible. You will realize that everything you went through in life had a reason. Those difficulties, they prepared you. Those mistakes, they taught you. Those losses, they strengthened you. Nothing was in vain. Everything was orchestrated to mold you into the person you need to be to fulfill your purpose. And there's more. You will start thinking about legacy, what you will leave behind when you depart. And that's not morbid, it's wise. Because when you live thinking about your legacy, you make different choices. You don't waste time on nonsense. You focus on what really matters. Many Leos will feel a calling to teach, to share knowledge, to mentor someone. That's part of their purpose. You didn't learn everything you learned just to keep it to yourself. You learned it to pass it on. And when you teach, you learn even more. Some Leos will discover that their purpose is to create. Whether it's art, content, or products. Something that will continue to exist and impact people even after you're gone. Some Leos will discover that their purpose is to care. Whether it's family, animals, or important causes. Each one has their unique role. And yours will become clearer than ever. You'll wake up knowing what you need to do. You'll have direction. You'll have focus. You'll have motivation that doesn't depend on external circumstances because it comes from within. And that's liberating. You stop living on autopilot and take control. You stop being carried away by life and start leading your own life. Stop reacting and start creating. The universe will give you all the necessary tools. It will put the right people in your path. It will open the doors that need to be opened. But you need to do your part. You need to act. You need to have courage. You need to trust. And when you do that, when you fully align yourself with your purpose, life flows in a magical way. Things happen. Synchronicities multiply. You are in the right place at the right time doing the right thing. And that feeling is priceless. So, my dear Leo, we've reached the end of this incredible journey of discovery about the 10 changes the universe is aligning for you. But this isn't the end. It's just the beginning. Everything I've shared here isn't empty promises. They are real possibilities being prepared now. But remember, the universe works in partnership with you. It opens the paths, but you need to walk them. It plants the seeds, but you need to water them. So what I want you to do now is this. First, take a deep breath and give thanks. Give thanks for getting this far, for being open to receiving these messages, for being willing to change. Gratitude is the first step to any transformation. Second, choose one of these 10 changes that touched your heart the most and start with it. Don't try to do everything at once because you'll get lost. Focus on one area and work on it. When you feel you've made progress, move on to the next. Third, trust the process. There will be difficult days. There will be moments of doubt. You will want to give up. But don't give up. Remember that every transformation goes through a period of chaos before reorganizing itself into something better. And fourth, share this message. Because if it made sense to you, it might make sense to another Leo who needs to hear exactly that today. You can be the universe's instrument to help someone. Now I want to know from you. Of these 10 changes, which one impacted you the most? Which one are you already feeling happening in your life? Write it in the comments. I read them all, and often your stories inspire other Leos who are going through the same thing. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe now and activate the bell. Every day there's new content about spirituality, astrology, and personal development. And if you feel that this channel is making a difference in your life, that these messages are truly helping you, consider becoming a subscriber. Your support allows me to continue creating this content with dedication and love. Remember, you were born to shine. You were born to be great. You were born to make a difference. And the universe is conspiring in your favor right now at this moment. So open your arms, open your heart, and receive all the good that is coming. You deserve it. You always have. And now your time has come. Shine, Leo. Shine with all the intensity that only you know how to shine. The world needs your light. Until the next message. And may the universe continue to guide you always towards your greatest good.